Decades of carefully reviewed science tells us our planet is changing in ways that will have profound impacts on the world we leave our children.
Every week we're seeing new and undeniable climate events, evidence that accelerated climate change is here right now.
May it be an evening star shines down upon you. May it be when darkness falls, your
and the weather is getting unpredictable. Disasters happened everywhere. Why it's happening?
Global warming is the continuing rise in the average temperature of Earth's climate system.
Through the sudden use of factories, gas-consuming cars, and other emissions from fossil fuels, the Earth's temperature has rapidly increased since the beginning of the Industrial Age.
Global warming is a natural event, but is being majorly contributed to by humans. Today, the quality of the atmosphere has been irreversibly depleted over time, and if nothing is done about it, the Earth will ultimately swelter. Americans are noticing changes all around them already. Summers are longer and hotter, and extended periods of unusual heat last longer than any living American has ever experienced. Winters are generally shorter and warmer. Rain comes in heavier downpours. Tropical storms are much more intense, more destructive, and more frequent. Residents of some coastal cities see their streets flood more regularly during storms and high tides. Inland cities near large rivers also experience more flooding, especially in the Midwest and Northeast. So how does this happen? It is through something called the enhanced greenhouse effect, which is the key ingredient of global warming. Greenhouse gases include water vapor, carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and ozone. Greenhouse gases help regulate the temperature of the Earth. The rays of the sun warm the Earth, and the Earth reflects the radiated heat outwards. Greenhouse gases prevent this heat from escaping from the surface of the Earth. Without these gases, the temperature of the Earth would be unbearably colder.
It is the sun that provides our planet with warmth and light, but the amount of energy that the Earth receives from the sun varies. Throughout the Earth's existence, the Earth has gradually changed its orbit around the sun. And with each orbit, the patterns of the energy that the Earth receives are different from each other. These changes have contributed to dramatic shifts in Earth's climate.
The sun's radiation comes in the form of light waves, heating up the Earth. Some of the radiation that is absorbed and warms the Earth is re-radiated back into space in the form of infrared waves. But some of the infrared radiation is trapped by the atmosphere and held inside it. So the problem is that the atmosphere is continuing to consist of more and more carbon dioxide and greenhouse gases due to humankind, and therefore making the radiation from the sun become trapped on Earth, in which heats up the planet.
Since the beginning of the Industrial Revolution, nitrous oxide, which is used in fertilizer, has increased 18%, carbon dioxide from fossil fuel combustion 39%, and methane 148%.
By adding more greenhouse gases, we have altered the natural cycle of the atmosphere, making it harder for radiation to escape to outer space.
Gases in the atmosphere absorb both shortwave solar radiation and longwave infrared radiation, in which this radiant energy warms the atmosphere.
When too much carbon dioxide is put up into the atmosphere, that disrupts the balance, like supersaturating an already existing solution. For example, carbon dioxide already makes up 0.03% of the atmosphere, in which is steadily increasing. If you put sugar into water, there is a limit to which the sugar and water will no longer mix. The same happens here. If you put too much carbon dioxide up, it absorbs infrared radiation depending on its vibration of its bonds, will overall increase the amount of energy, and will ultimately increase the overall temperature. Part of this is due to the kinetic molecular theory, meaning more energy causes further vibration, which causes the gases to start bouncing off of each other more quickly. Basically, the overall understanding is that there is a rise in 0.5 degrees to 1 degree centigrade.
The quantity and size of aerosols and molecules in the atmosphere affect the way that they scatter radiation. This difference is easy to observe in the visible part of the spectrum.
Our sky appears blue because the white sunlight coming towards the Earth is scattered by the nitrogen and oxygen molecules in the atmosphere. This process is called the Rayleigh scattering effect. The molecules of these gases interfere with incoming sunlight. The short wavelength blue light is more strongly affected and is scattered in all directions, while the longer wavelength green and red light is able to pass straight through. As you look at the sky, you are seeing the scattered light, therefore the sky looks blue. So if the atmosphere scatters more blue light than red light, then you may wonder why sunsets look red. First, when you look at the sunset, you're looking towards the sun, not away from it. So while all of the blue light has been scattered away, you're looking at the redder light that passes straight through the atmosphere to your eyes. Secondly, the sun is lower in the sky, so the light is forced to travel through much more of the atmosphere. In the process, it also passes through much more water vapor and dust. Water vapor and dust both absorb the short wavelength blue light while allowing the longer wavelength red light to pass straight through to your eyes. Different molecules absorb different wavelengths of light, making a unique pattern in the spectrum, like a fingerprint that we can use to identify the molecules.
Do you want our Earth become worse? Do you want to be?
Pada tahun 2009, Indonesia menjadi negara berkembang pertama yang mengumumkan akan mengurangi emisi gas rumah kaca. Kepulauan yang terbesar di dunia ini menyadari kerentanannya terhadap perubahan iklim dan berkomitmen untuk mengurangi emisi hingga 26% pada tahun 2020 atau 41% dengan dukungan internasional. Dengan jumlah penduduk hampir 250 juta orang, Indonesia merupakan bangsa dengan jumlah penduduk terpadat keempat dan salah satu dari penghasil emisi gas rumah kaca terbesar. Melakukan konversi ke teknologi bersih bagi negara dengan perekonomian terbesar ke-16 di dunia, itu bukanlah tugas yang mudah. Emisi diperkirakan akan meningkat lebih jauh disebabkan karena bertambahnya penduduk dan perluasan ekonomi yang sangat tergantung pada bahan bakar fosil. Untuk menjadi hemat energi, sektor-sektor industri, transportasi, perumahan, dan perdagangannya akan memerlukan perubahan-perubahan yang besar. Sejak tahun 2009 telah dibuat banyak kebijakan, rencana tindakan, dan komitmen. Akan tetapi, sebenarnya berapa banyak dana yang telah digunakan oleh pemerintah Indonesia untuk penanggulangan perubahan iklim? Apakah dana tersebut digunakan untuk kegiatan-kegiatan yang dapat mencapai sasaran rencana negara untuk mengurangi emisi yang ambisius tersebut? Untuk maksud tersebut, Kementerian Keuangan Indonesia telah meluncurkan sistem pemberian tanda pada anggaran atau budget tagging untuk melacak aliran dana dalam kegiatan-kegiatan pengurangan emisi atau mitigasi perubahan iklim yang didukung oleh UNDP dan UNEP. Kementerian Keuangan bertujuan untuk memahami apakah kegiatan-kegiatan yang sekarang didanai itu dapat mencapai sasaran-sasaran reduksi emisi. Sistem tersebut akan memberi tanda dan kemudian akan digunakan untuk menilai efektivitas kegiatan-kegiatan berdasarkan kontribusi mereka terhadap pengurangan emisi. Ini adalah sebuah cara untuk mengetahui berapa banyak anggaran yang telah dialokasikan dan bagaimana anggaran tersebut dipergunakan. dapat diketahui apakah dana tersebut mencapai sasaran reduksi negara melalui pengembangan insentif keuangan untuk menghasilkan kebijakan-kebijakan atau kegiatan praktis seperti penghutanan kembali, pembaruan energi, transportasi yang efisien lingkungan, gedung-gedung yang hemat energi, sampah menjadi energi, atau restorasi tanah yang rusak.
Global warming is a crucial thing that we're facing today. And as a young generation, let's prevent as much as possible the effects of global warming. So, what are we waiting for? Save our earth, our home, and our life, now and forever.